created a definition of who I was based on stereotypes, based on misperceptions. I had this sort of fire light up within me that made me realize that I was going to change their mind. And I didn't know how, and I didn't know when, but I always knew it was gonna happen. My parents were both born in India, and I grew up in Montville, New Jersey. Montville was overwhelmingly Caucasian. We were the minorities of that town. In the beginning, it made me feel very separate because I was constantly reminded that you are different from everybody else. But when you're 8 years old and you don't have the cool clothes that your friends have and your lunches, you don't really know what they are. It's a little tough. I discovered the X-Men series and completely fell in love with characters like Storm and Gambit and Rogue and Jubilee. Fundamentally, it was these characters that looked very, very strange and didn't look like anyone else. You had a strong black woman with white hair who could control the weather and a young teenage girl running away from home because nobody understood her. Through the lens of these characters, I felt a sort of, liberation. And really, this was the beginning of my own origin story of realizing that your differences make you stronger. It was a little bit intimidating. You're in an industry where there are not a lot of women, but there are also not a lot of brown women. I sort of went in with my eyes closed. Never did I think Ms. Marvel would come out of it. I just really wanted to share some great stories. Kamala Khan came from a very casual conversation between myself and my senior editor, Stephen Wecker. I remember him saying, it would be so great if we were able to, have a character for the Sanas of the world out there. We kind of just laughed and chuckled, and I was like, is this something that we can do? Like, is this a realistic possibility? We completely blew people's expectations. Even men and boys of all ages, races, have fallen in love with this character. And multiple people have come up to me and said, this is our new Spider-Man. You realize sort of the importance of having a character that is not only diverse and changing perceptions, but who is changing the face of what it means to be a woman.
Please welcome Sana Amanat and Iman Vellani.
Great. So surprised to see you here. Wow.
No.
This is so cool because the last time I was here was many years ago, and I was talking about the comic book series. Mm-hmm. And speaking of the future, I think it's actually really appropriate that we have Iman here. Iman Vellani, everyone.
Hi.
The star of Miss Marvel.
It's so meta every time I do any type of press with you. I'm kind of obsessed with her, still am. But yeah, just from your Marvel Comics days.
It's pretty great. Well, the thing about Kamala Khan, if you guys didn't catch it, is that she's an absolute uber fan. She loves Captain America and Iron Man and all of the superheroes. And enter Iman Vellani.
Yeah, I was obsessed with superheroes, to my core. I love these characters and these stories. Just picture 13-year-old me, head to toe Marvel merch, spending all my allowance on comic books. I would make theory boards that, like, I think you said one time, straight out of A Beautiful Mind.
Yes.
And I, like, anything with the Marvel logo just had, like, a chokehold on me, and I was so spellbound. But, like, you know, for me and for thousands, if not millions of other people, the Marvel Universe just provided such a sense of belonging, and it was my comfort environment, and I felt like, you know, I found where I should be, and I really just admired that you could do that for me.
And by Uber fan, like, who are your top three people of all time? Who are they?
Robert Downey Jr., Wildcard Billy Joel, and Kevin Feige,
Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios. So
yeah.
huge fan. So we didn't really know what we were getting into with Iman, but you saw the comics for the first time. Like, what was that experience like when you?
Yes,
discovered Ms.
I
Marvel?
was 15. I was buying more Iron Man comics, and I ran across Ironheart, and there was this brown girl in a domino mask on the cover, and I went to my comic guy, and I was like, "Who is this?" And he sold me my first Ms. Marvel comic, and a few months later, I was asking my grandmother to sew a giant lightning bolt on a blue dress I thrifted for Halloween.
Yeah,
And
I think we have a little. Do we have it? Can we show it?
Yeah. Let me tell you, though, I went into my high school with so much pride. I was like, it's like when you finally find the jeans that fit you perfectly. It's like you've heard my top three. They're all like middle-aged white dudes, and I love them.
Yes.
But like I finally had this one that was for me, and it was like the most liberating thing ever, and I was so excited, and I walked into school, and everyone's like, "Are you the Flash?" And I was like, so offended, and I went across the street, bought another Ms. Marvel comic, and I held it across my chest the entire day. I was like, this is me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, there she is.
Yeah.
How cute. You look so adorable, and I know you hate it when I say that. You look so powerful.
Adorable. Oh, God.
And smart and intelligent.
I'll take it.
So I mean, this is so great. So actually, before I get to that, we announced the show that was going to be on Ms. Marvel. It was going to be on Disney Plus in around 2019 at D23.
Yeah, I remember I was
excited.
like live streaming it. I was screenshotting every single announcement Marvel made, and I got to Ms. Marvel, and I was like, what? Like, this character's barely been alive in the comics for 7 years.
Yeah.
You know, compared to Captain America, who has like, 80 years of history under his belt.
Yes.
I could not believe, the risk that you guys were taking, and I was so excited.
Me neither. I was confused. I was sitting in the audience. I'm like, did we trick everyone?
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to get.
I was like, how do I be a part of this?
Yeah.
And my aunt received the casting call from my WhatsApp forward chain. So that was super perfect and super brown. But no, I threw my whatever in the bin, and then I auditioned, and I didn't think it would happen. Like, I've never acted in front of the camera before. I was still in high school, and I get a call to come to LA and fly first class. That was nice. And I met all these amazing people wearing Marvel Studios logos on their hats and their jackets, and it was just like my heaven. It was like top 5 greatest days of my life.
Not Kevin Feige yet, right?
Not Kevin Feige yet.
It was a big deal. That was very. What was that whole experience like for you, though? Auditioning and coming to set for the first time.
Yeah, I was trying not to think about it too much, because I was like, if I think about how crazy it is, I'm just gonna explode. So I'm gonna go with the flow and just be as present as possible, because I didn't know if I was gonna ever be in that room again in that screen test. And so, yeah, I just wanted to take full advantage of being there. And when we finally got to set, it was, first of all, crazy first week. We did all my stunts on the first day. I came home with like every part of my body bruised. It was awesome. I felt heroic. And Sana's like, okay, on Wednesday, Kevin's coming. And I was like, okay, Wednesday, Kevin's coming. It was Monday. And this man walks up to me, and he's like, hi, I've heard you've been doing a great job. And I looked to Sana, petrified. And I stared at Kevin Feige until he left. And then I cried in my trailer. But he did come back Wednesday. And I was so prepared. I wrote this 4-page letter for him, because I didn't know if I was going to vocalize words. And yeah, it was
how many questions was it?
Around 72 questions in the letter. The first page was me gushing over him. The next 3 was just like questions I had about him, his life, what type of shoes he wears. And I gave it to him, and then he called me the next day and answering like the first 40 over Zoom. Like, imagine the president of Marvel Studios taking the time to just like be like, what time do you wake up in the morning? How many hours of sleep do you get? I was just like the most random questions. I just wanted to hear him talk. It was awesome.
It was so great because like when Iman, she got the role. And for us, it was a very emotional thing. The first time we told you, you did it, you nailed it, and she was in the middle of.
It was my last.
You tell a story, yeah, because I love this so much.
It was literally the last day of high school, and my friends and I were out getting burritos. And I get this text from Sarah Finn, who's Marvel's casting director, cast Robert Downey Jr., #1. And so she was like, can you get on this call? And I was like, no, I can't, I'm busy. My friends didn't know I had auditioned. I like kept it a secret from everyone. My friends still thought I was gonna room with them in university. That did not happen. But I get out of the car and I'm on my friend's driveway and I open my phone and it's Kevin Feige's face. And this is my first interaction with him. And I was just hyperventilating. And I know there was other people on the call, but I blanked.
She was spinning, so all I saw, so there was like a bunch of us, because it was all Zoom those days, and there was like 10 of us maybe on the call, and all I saw was Iman being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and the background just kept spinning in circles, and I was like, is she gonna pass out? She's like, I was supposed to get burritos.
We still got burritos. Celebratory burritos. Yeah.
Exactly, and it was so wonderful, and I remember, and I think the thing for me when I met Iman for the first time, we met on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, okay, she's very special, and she was asking me a bunch of questions. She was so excited to meet me because she was like a big fan. And I remember her showing me her room, and she's like, yeah, this is my room. I'm like, oh, I see some posters back there. What's going on? And she like moved her head, and it was like insanity of Marvel had unleashed itself on the walls of Iman. Oh my God. Iman's walls, and I was like, oh my God, you do really love Marvel. And she's like, oh no, there's more. And she takes me through the room, opens up a closet, and there's like Marvel paraphernalia like falling out.
Yeah.
She shows me an Iron Man cologne.
Yeah, my dad was at like some warehouse sale, and there was this Iron Man like cologne set, and I was like, Dad, I need it. And he buys it actually, and it was because it was like a bust of Iron Man's head. The perfume smelled foul, but it was the coolest thing ever, and I was so proud of it. And I showed it to Sana, and we get to set the first day, and she's like, "Look what's on the desk of Kamala's room," and they had like remade the little Iron Man perfume.
Yeah.
Aww, yeah.
We're so cute. That's so
thoughtful.
But it was so. I mean, that was obviously a really emotional day. Like we were, I was obviously emotional meeting her and then seeing she's so Kamala in real life.
I just couldn't imagine, like, this is a character she cares so much about. Like, literally, you brought this to life and putting it in the hands of some random high school kid who's never been on a movie set. Like, I can't. Scary. Yeah, for both of us.
But you did, Iman did this when, obviously everything was on Zoom at that point, but Iman did this audition for us where she went from being very, like, quirky and like this, like quirky and crazy and like lovely and funny, to being very emotional and grounded and someone so soulful within a matter of 60 seconds, which like, it's so hard for actors to do that. And you'd won, what, one school play at that point?
Maybe 3.
Maybe, I'm sorry. 3 school plays at that point. I've been telling everyone it's been 1, so I gotta update that story. But that was so incredible. And I remember us afterwards we were talking to the directors and to Kevin, and we were all just silent for like 15 seconds being like, oh my God, like she's it. Like it felt so destined to have her play the role. And as you can tell, I mean,
I was just sad because they told me Kevin Feige might join the call and he didn't.
Yeah, sorry, I'm so sorry.
But it came out through the performance and here I am.
Yes.
So.
And now you've met him many, many times, and she's just as awkward and uncomfortable.
Yeah, literally when I first, when I actually started like using words to speak to him, I was so awkward, and he's like a huge nerd, and he got really awkward with me being awkward. So Sana here was our conversation moderator.
So.
As she's doing a great job right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, she was like, Iman, you have something for Kevin. Kevin, what would you like to say to Iman? It was like toddlers speaking.
It really, like, It really was. It was the strangest thing. I'm like, words? No? Okay. We'll continue. I mean, we're all nerds. We're all a little bit awkward, and Kevin and Iman are uber nerds. So the thing that struck me when we would talk about it, so you grew up in Toronto, and you talked, this thing that Iman said to me, like, I guess during the course of production, she's like, I've learned a lot about my culture through this experience. And I wanted you to share a little bit about what it was like for you. Obviously, being on set, you're acting for the first time, but this is such a distinct show in what it represents and also how we made it. Mm-hmm. So what was it like for you, and what was so unique about that experience, and how did you kind of change along the way?
Well, coming into this, I was so enamored and fascinated by Hollywood and American pop culture, and I wanted to be a part of that world so badly. I would make parody videos in my room and little claymations, and we actually used one of them as inspiration for episode 1's opening.
Yes.
Crazy.
Iman's a very talented creator, by the way, and she makes these awesome videos. If you can find it online, I'm not supposed to say that, but you can, and they're really funny. And these claymation, and so it really inspired us for the introduction of Kamala, who makes her own also fan fiction videos, just like Iman does. So it was a nice little full circle moment there.
And so I feel like all the brown people I was used to seeing in mainstream media just were lacking soul and basic human complexities. And I think because I was so used to seeing this caricature version of myself on screen all the time, I internalized it and kind of subconsciously thought that being brown wasn't cool, for lack of a better word. And so here I am on a Marvel set, the coolest thing in the entire world, my world in front of me, and then suddenly I'm with all these brown people, all these cool brown people, and creatives who just were so in touch with their culture. And I think watching our directors, our female South Asian directors, and cinematographers, and our costume designers, everybody on set, they just had this unspoken understanding for each other, and it was the most homey environment. Even though I was so out of my comfort zone, I was living away from home for the first time ever, still a teenager, and I had the greatest people around me, so it made it so easy.
It was very special. The coolest thing was seeing you wear, so Shalvarkameez is a traditional South Asian, you wear to weddings, you wear whatever, and we did in episode 3, Iman kicks butt in a Shalvarkameez.
Yeah.
And as we were filming it, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. If I sent a photo of myself from set to my family members, I think I was at some gathering or a wedding or something.
Yeah.
I was doing a Marvel fight scene.
Yes.
How cool is that?
It was wild, and you did such a great job, but it was so special to have that connection with everyone. I made you do a dance.
2 dances.
She was really upset about it. But it was such a special experience. So, what do you hope? Considering obviously we'll say representation, inclusivity. We can say it all day, but what does that actually mean, having been in this experience? What do you hope people are going to take from this show after having been someone who was on the other side of it? Now you're delivering it. So what does that mean to you?
I just hope people can see what I saw when I picked up those comics and feel how I felt, because it was literally I opened a page and there was a mirror. As cheesy as it sounds, but I literally felt seen for the first time. And I, losing my anonymity aside, as annoying as that is, and because I'm overthinking everything I do now, but it's so cool when people come up to you, because it shows that they've watched the show. And when you have so many different people from so many random places all over the world coming up to you that's how you know you've really made something bigger than yourself, and you realize the sheer scale of Marvel and Hollywood and the power that it actually has to make a change and inspire people.
It was really funny, because I remember you coming up to me when we were in Disneyland, where there was people were coming up to her, and for me that was really incredible, but she was like, oh my God, Sana, white people watch this show. And I was like, yeah, oh shoot, that means people are gonna actually watch this show.
I get offended when brown people don't watch the show, and then when white people come up to me, I'm like, audience.
Yeah,
nice.
We expect brown, but we're gonna guilt the brown community. Don't watch the show.
You have this one thing, one job.
Come on. We're so tired. And it was really great. And speaking of, so being at Disneyland, we just went like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I would see people, we'd turn the corner and I would see people recognize her. And their mouths would, just their jaws would drop. And be like, oh my God, that's her. I'm like, this is crazy to me that one, Iman Vellani is being recognized. That's a huge thing. And that Kamala Khan, this brown Muslim girl, is being recognized. Crazy, Muslim superhero is being recognized. Crazy to me. And I remember this one young mother comes up, she's a South Asian mother, their young family. She's a daughter in the stroller. And she comes up, she's so nervous, she's trying to ask for like a photo and for your autograph and stuff. And Iman's like, yeah, of course. And Iman turned away and she didn't notice this. But the mother just starts crying. And she's like, you don't know. And she keeps looking at her daughter, she's like, you don't know what this means to me. This means so much to have you out there crying and you just don't realize how much of an impact that you're making. And it's silly. I mean, our show is so silly and quirky and fun, but it has a lot of heart and it is about connection with your history and your legacy.
Yeah. Even when we were filming it, we didn't really realize the scale of all of it and how enormous this was all going to be. It felt like a little indie project. It was like I was at a family gathering, you know, literally all of our extras were like brown people. It just felt so comfortable of an environment, something I knew so well, and then suddenly it's all over the world on Disney Plus for anyone to watch.
Disney Plus. It's on right now, FYI. Watch it, spread it. We want a season 2. What do you want people to feel? Like, what message do you want people to take from this show? Having been on it, you know it. Sometimes you know it better than me, right? She would sit next to me on the chair at in Producers Village.
Happened? I was like number 17.
Yeah, she had a lot of notes on the show, but having notebooks of notes on the show.
We had a 3-hour meeting on my first week because I was like, I have some questions. Pull out the script. The backside of all the pages of the script had just questions on it. I was like, why are we doing this? And you sit through the entire
it was
thing.
That's what fans are. Fans are very intense. If you've ever been on a Reddit page, she's one of them. And very, very intense. And I took all of her questions because I'm so good to you. And but again, serious question. What do you want people to take from this experience, having known it, what it means, the work we put into it? What does it mean to you, and what do you want, people to take away?
I had such a wonderful, reconnection with my culture, and it just makes me feel so much closer to my parents as well. We were talking about this necklace earlier. So Kamala wears a little necklace with her name on it.
In Arabic,
Arabic, and my mom had one in English, and Sana always wears hers, and my mom got this made for me, and I love it. I won't take it off, and it's stuff like that where I remember in high school I was just so kind of embarrassed of being brown. I would lie to my friends whenever I had to go to mosque or whatever, and so being proud of this is just so liberating, and I really hope kind of kids can go back and just reconnect with their culture and find the pride in it, because it is a really powerful thing, especially when you live in Western countries. It's sharing yourself with your community and letting people understand who you are on a very cellular level, and I think we can do so much of that through film and television. And so
it's a celebration. That's what I felt like.
Inspires more South Asian creatives to kind of tell their story, because obviously this is just about one girl and one family, and there's 2 billion Muslims and South Asians in the entire world. That's 1 in 4 people, and we cannot represent everyone, obviously. So hopefully.
I think the other question is, now that we've made this show, because this show is a first on many levels, what do you think you are also, because you're a creator, she's probably going to be a producer, writer, etc. one day. What do you think, how do you think that the industry is going to change, needs to change after this? What's next? We're talking about future here, so what do you think is next? I like to have a theme. I'm a producer. I gotta wrap it up in a bow.
God, I mean, I really do hope we're humanizing and normalizing seeing Muslims and South Asians in these types of roles, and kind of taking on very powerful characters, that make changes and aren't just, a generalized side character given a random B plot. this show has so much heart and soul, and it kind of shows that you can make good content with these types of characters in the forefront. And I really hope people kind of see that and put prejudice aside and just watch it, because it's also fun. And you can watch something without it always having an agenda or pushing some narrative or whatever. It's a superhero. She has powers, like they're purple. It's cool. You know? Yeah. That's my message.
Like you're shrinking into the chair as you say that. She got a Best Newcomer award yesterday. Yay! But she's walking up on stage like, okay, and I just remember, I'm like, oh yeah, she's like a teenager. I guess I gotta do this.
And like from the back, mom hears like, smile more. And I'm like, thank you for this award. Okay, bye. Like,
there's these pictures that are going around of like Iman posing with fans, and then there's this one there's me all the way in the background staring, and everyone's like, #Sana's really #mom energy right now. And I was like, oh man, and I don't have kids of my own, so I was not hoping to ever get that hashtag.
I call her my godmother all the time.
You call me what?
Godmother.
Godmother. Oh, yes. Anyway, Iman, I love you so much.
I love you.
You're the future. And I hope that everyone here gets to know her and watches her show. Please do and spread it. And thank you so much. Thank you.